Welcome to the Sunset Archon channel, where we aspire to game from night to first light. And today, we will be continuing Detective Pikachu Returns. We have 24 days left until Genshin Impact version 4.2 maintenance. 5 days, 13 hours, until Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Spider-Man 2. 25 days until Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn. 33 days until Super Mario RPG, and 281 days until the 20th anniversary of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. And I apologize for the late start at time, had some stuff to take care of, but we're here now, so let's jump right into the game.
It is such an honor to meet you, Tim. Thank you for solving the R case. You have no idea what that meant to me.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Okay, talk about pizzas. That's nice.
Tim. Hey, Tim. Jessica seems really grateful to us for solving the R case 2 years ago. Nice to know our hard work wasn't for nothing.
Considering that the only thing that resembles a tomato in the Pokemon universe is a tomato berry, which is crazy spicy, I'd actually be interested in seeing how pizza is made. If all pizzas are spicy in this world.
You and Pikachu must be working hard, huh?
Yeah, he's actually more helpful than he looks.
That's pretty impressive, Pikachu.
Hello, Stay. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let us continue the case. I believe we left off looking for Ducklet.
Well, look who it is.
Pablo Milan, owner of the Hi Hat Cafe. And Ludicolo, cheerful cafe assistant manager. Hi Tim, did something happen today? I noticed you weren't here this morning. Yeah, I got caught up in a new case. Oh, sounds rough. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Me? Sure, go right ahead. About the Hi Hat Cafe.
Excuse me?
You must have been really busy moving your cafe to this new location. Do you feel all settled in now? Yeah, feels like things are finally back to normal. I know Pikachu's been coming here on his own to drink your coffee. Hope he hasn't been causing you any trouble. Trouble? Me? I'm a paying customer. Once you pick up my tab. Not at all. The cafe's way closer to your place now, and it seems like Pikachu feels comfortable here. And the Hi Hat Cafe always welcomes Pokemon customers.
Hey.
Barnes, the butler from the dentist mansion? Yeah, he swings by the cafe pretty often after he's done work here. Barnes is a regular customer? Yeah, he loves coffee and jazz, so we got plenty to talk about. But apparently he's been really stressed lately, so he hasn't been stopping by as much. He's been really stressed, huh? You should probably ask for more details about that. Do you know why Barnes was stressed? Was he worried about something? Oh, well... Not sure it's my place to tell you about a customer's personal matters. Please, we're just trying to help. It's for Barnes' sake. Ah, so this is for a case, huh? Well, then I guess I better tell you. He was worried about the jewel that Mr. Dennis was planning to donate to Rhyme City. Apparently the Dennises had a difference of opinion about that. Barnes was trying to come up with a compromise that would satisfy both of them. But he said he wound up getting stuck in the middle of an argument. That does sound stressful. One moment. So sorry about that. Burns' situation isn't the only stressful one. I remember him saying he wished there was no jewel in the first place. He wished there was no jewel, huh? Anyway, that's all I know. Hope it helps.
Excuse me.
Do you know the ducklet that lives at the Dennis residence? Yeah, I know her. You're talking about Barnes' partner, right? She often comes here all on her own to buy coffee beans. She really is a clever little Pokemon, just like Barnes said. She always comes with this cute little bag that I fill with beans for her. As far as I know, she takes them straight back to the mansion. In fact, she left with her usual order a couple minutes ago. Really?
Okay, let's start deducing. Okay.
Alright. Huh? Whoops.
Okay.
Where did Ducklet go? She went to the Hi-Hat Cafe. The most likely reason Ducklet isn't at the mansion is because she was out buying coffee beans from the Hi-Hat Cafe.
Okay.
Apparently she goes there on a regular basis to buy them. Today was one of those days, and Pablo said she handed Ducklet her usual order of coffee beans. So I guess Ducklet headed to the mansion then. She might be back there already. How can we prove Barnes' innocence? Pokemon testimonies are not enough to prove Barnes' innocence. Look for stronger evidence. We don't quite have that evidence yet. Next stop, back to the mansion. And these guys are still duking it out. What in the world were you doing? My apologies, sir. This thing happened, Brad? Ducklet was spotted near the mansion just now. When my subordinates tried to catch her, they let her escape. Oh, so Ducklet had gotten back to the mansion. Do you know where she ran off to? Unfortunately, I do not, and I don't have the resources to keep searching. At this point, I'll have to call in the services at the Pokemon Protection Bureau. You, tell the inspector that I'm heading back to the station for a moment. Yes, sir. Well, Brad and Manitrick are gone. But still, we have no idea where Ducklet could have run off to. Where would we even start looking? We've looked all over the place, but we haven't seen Ducklet anywhere. Apparently, she almost got caught earlier, but then ran away. Maybe she's hiding somewhere. And how are we gonna find her? We couldn't get much useful information from Pawniard. I think Ducklet's our only lead now. I guess we need to keep asking around then. I don't know, maybe she got scared and went into hiding. If she did, it'll be really hard for the two of us to find her. Yeah, how should we look for her then? Good question. How about we ask a Pokemon to help us? A Pokemon? Yeah. Pokemon have all sorts of special skills. Maybe there's a Pokemon that can help us find Ducklet. Do you think it'd be willing to help us though? I'm sure one of the Pokemon in the dentist residence would gladly help us out. After all, the theft happened in their own home. Good point. Let's go back to the mansion and ask the Pokemon there for help.
Yes?
Oh, it's you. Isn't your investigation finished already? I'm sorry, it'll take a bit more time. This is absurd. We all know Barnes did it. Would you give it a rest, Claudia? Barnes just isn't the type of person who would do a thing like that. Sounds an awful like wishful thinking to me. Barnes has simply wanted the Aurora drop for himself. He's been play acting as the perfect butler, but all he's serving us is a platter of greed and deceit. Just listen to yourself. How could you say that about a man who's served us faithfully for so many years? Open your eyes already. Barnes has betrayed you. Please calm down, both of you. Barnes' Ducklet was sighted a few minutes ago. We're hoping that when we find Ducklet, we'll also find a clue. Oh, excellent. I'm certain you'll find proof that Barnes is innocent. And where's Ducklet now? She got away. We're about to go search for her. Such incompetence. Hurry up and find her. It's not going to be easy finding Ducklet with just the two of us. Let's go get some help from another Pokemon to search for Ducklet. Do you have any special skills that might help us catch the thief? She says she's got a very keen nose. That could come in handy. Maybe she can track something by following its scent. Yeah, that might work.
Okay.
This seems like the best bet.
Okay.
Growlithe says she has a good sense of smell, right? Maybe we can use that to follow Ducklet's scent. We could sniff out Ducklet by tracking the scent she left at the scene of the crime. I bet Growlithe could do that, no problem. Good idea, Tim.
Okay.
Growlithe, I've got a favor to ask you, that excellent nose of yours. I'd like your help finding Ducklet. It's possible that Ducklet is somehow mixed up in this incident. She might even know who stole your key from you. We really need your help to solve this case. Oh really? You've been wanting to help Dennis too? Great, thank you, Growlithe. Huh? You want me to ride on your back? Ah, so you can take me wherever the scent leads you. Got it. That should be a lot easier than trying to give directions at every turn. What do you think, Tim? You want us to track the scent down right away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can I leave it to you? You got it. Let's go, Growlithe.
Okay, let's do this. Sorry, but could you sit down for a sec? All right, let's go.
And I believe that, my friends, was a Growlithe's yada yada moment. Wow. Hold down the R button while moving to follow the scent of whatever you're looking for. You can get off Growlithe by going back to Tim. Now, it looks like there's only one speed for sniffing and moving. Ducklet always leaves this way when she takes walks and goes shopping. Her scent is still lingering here. If we follow that smell, we should be able to find Ducklet. Let's track the scent carefully, don't want to lose it. Alright, so it's obviously going this way. I can just figure it out bit by bit. Okay. And it's obvious now. I just want to take a moment to truly appreciate how much effort they put into this walk animation. For those of you that have seen all of the furret walking memes, it's close to that level. Ducklet aspires to elegance. I was wondering who'd found me. Good to see a friendly face. Wait, who's that on your back? Hi there. I'm the great Detective Pikachu. And you're a friend of Growlithe's? I'd like to think so. Putting that aside, though, could you tell me why you're way out here? Some strange humans were chasing me. Yep, that about does it. It was really scary. I don't know what I could have possibly done to make them so upset. They think you may have been involved in a crime. Huh? What crime? Something precious was stolen from the house. And you and Barnes are currently under suspicion. Say what? Neither of us would ever do something like that. I know, I don't think it was you. I'll need to ask you some questions to prove your innocence, and Barnes's too. Is that alright? I guess. I'm Barnes's partner. You're always helping him out because he's so busy, right? Like when you buy beans at the Hi Hat Cafe. Barnes must have good taste, much like myself. You drink that black water too? I tried it once because Barnes seems to enjoy it so much. I practically gagged when it hit my tongue. Too bitter. It's a sophisticated flavor for sophisticated Pokemon. Yes, well, I'm sure I'll be sophisticated like that someday. Just watch. Can you tell me about Barnes? Barnes is my partner. He's a true gentleman. If you've met him, I'm sure you'll understand what I mean. Yep. Though I think I might have him beat in the gentleman department. Right. Anyway, he's really good about telling me when I've done something well. I may not look like it, but I'm actually a really good swimmer. Barnes always compliments me when I show off my fancy swimming techniques in the fountain. No one that lovely could possibly be a bad person, right? Right? Like I said, I don't think he did it. Don't worry, Ducklet. We'll clear Barnes' name. Thank you, Growlithe. Why are you hiding here? There must have been plenty of other places for you could have picked. This is my favorite spot. And like I told you, I got chased around by a bunch of strangers. I was feeling pretty ruffled, so I came here to calm down. Very rational. Gotcha. See that water over there? I love bathing in it. Oh yeah? Maybe I should try it too. Whoa there, Growlithe. Aren't you a fire type? Pretty sure a bath's a bad idea. Oh, good point. Walking by the water side feels lovely too. It's nice and cool, without all the wetness. Sweet. I'll try that instead. Thanks, Ducklet. What were you up to this morning, before the incident occurred? All I did was eat breakfast, like always. And I got really sleepy. Not like always. If you fell asleep after breakfast, when did you go out? Well, at some point, Tucker woke me up. I usually go out shopping right after Barnes asks me to. But today I was in a hurry because I overslept. So I rushed to grab my bag and flew out the window on the second floor. And you're sure it was Turner who woke you up? Yes, I'm sure. And Growlithe, you fell asleep too? Yep. But only because today's breakfast was so yummy. I guess I ate so much I got sleepy after. Do you two always eat your meals together? Not usually, no. I always eat with Cramorant. What? There's a Cramorant in your household? Yep. Cramorant is Turner's partner. Huh. Is that so? Bit strange that Turner never mentioned that. So according to your story, Ducklet, you were out on an errand when the crime took place. But because you were asleep earlier, you're not sure exactly what time you left. Yeesh. If even Ducklet doesn't know anything, how are we supposed to solve this case? You mean we might never find the jewel? No, we've still got one more lead. The Cramorant that Ducklet mentioned. I wonder why we never saw him in the mansion. How long has Cramorant been gone? I don't know. By the time I noticed, he was already gone. We should probably go talk to him then. Can you track Cramorant down by scent, Growlithe? If you have something with Cramorant's scent on it, then sure. I don't suppose you could use this. Oh, that's one of Cramorant's feathers. Just as I thought. Good thing I picked it up earlier. With that, I can definitely track Cramorant's scent. Now we just have to figure out where to pick out the trail. Since Cramorant seems to have left the mansion, We should probably try around the front gate. What should I do? I'm really worried about Barnes. I understand how you feel, but if you go home now, things will only get more complicated. Can you wait here a little longer while we solve the case? Okay. Please, I'm counting on you both to take care of Barnes. Leave it to us. Alright then, let's go, Growlithe. Let's see if there are any other quests here first. Okay. Rabambi has a quest. What's going on? What should I do? What's up, Rabambi? You look panicked. My dear cutie fly went out to gather nectar, but they haven't come back yet. It never takes them this long. I'm so worried. What if something's happened? Rabambi seems really upset. I'd like to help, but cutie fly are really tiny Pokemon. It'd be tough to find them in such a big city. I don't even know where they usually gather nectar. Let's see. Hey Growlithe, do you think you could track down those cutie fly with your nose? Definitely. I've already picked up their scent, the scent of the nectar from Rabambi. Then if we follow that scent, we should be able to find the cutie fly. Oh really? That would be incredible. Could you please go find my dear cutie fly? We're on it. How many cutie fly went out to gather nectar? 2. I'll be waiting here. Please bring them to me if you find them. 2 cutie fly coming right up. Let's go, Growlithe. Rabambi is worried about the cutie fly that haven't returned from gathering nectar. Find the missing cutie fly with Growlithe's help. There we go. There's a sweet smell coming from that tree. It's too high for us to reach, though. Hey, cutie fly, can you hear me? Cutie fly. Happy nectar collector. Who's there? I was napping so peacefully. Wait, are you saying you didn't come back because you were napping? Rabambi has been worried sick about you. Oh no, I didn't realize so much time had passed. I found such a nice napping spot and I couldn't resist dozing a little. Must be nice to live carefree life. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. Thanks for telling me. I'll get right home. A nap, huh? Don't feel too bad, Growlithe. Nobody's mad at you for sleeping. What do you want? We're busy practicing our formations right now. Sorry, don't mind me. They're always doing something or other around here. Now this isn't part of the story, but a thought occurred to me earlier this week. About Execute. If Execute decided not to evolve into Executor, do you think if they hatched fully, they would actually be Phalanx? 6 eggs, 6 units right here. Coincidence? Maybe. Alright. That is the million-dollar question. I can smell something sweet in this bush. Might be a cutie fly in there. Hey, cutie fly, if you're in there, come out, please. Hey, no, go away. Hey, calm down. We're not here for your nectar. Oh, really? Sorry. I thought you were here to steal the nectar I gathered too. Us too? Was there someone else? That's right. A Pokemon keeps coming to steal my nectar. That's why I hid here. Oh, there you are. Look, it's back. Come on. Give me some of that sweet treat. Ah. This is gonna make me bite my tongue. Lick a tongue. So you're the one causing problems for Cutie Fly. No, I'm not. I just want a little nectar, that's all. With a tongue like yours, you take all the nectar Cutie Fly has in one lick. Well, maybe. But I want something sweet. Then why don't you come see Rabombi later? If you do, I'll share some of the pollen puffs Rabombi makes for us. Really? Hey. Okay, I guess I can wait for now. Yeesh, what a pest. Anyway, you can go back to Rabombi now. Yes, thank you, Pikachu and Growlithe. So, yes. Saying Lickitung's lines, very difficult. However, I am glad that they had that much attention to detail when doing Lickitung's dialect. Nice touch.
Okay.
Alright, we found both the Cutie Fly. I knew I can count on you, Growlithe. A compliment. I'll have to tell Sanji about this later. You two might not speak the same language, but he definitely seems to understand your feelings. Why don't we head back to make sure this Cutie Fly made it back to Rabombi? Got it, I'll head back right away. Pikachu, Growlithe, thank you so much. Both Cutie Fly came home safely. No need to thank us. Just glad to have another case closed. Good job coming straight home, Cutie Fly. Sorry we worried you. Cutie Fly, promise me 2 things from now on. 1, don't go anywhere dangerous. 2, don't goof off on your way home. Okay, I promise. I promise. Alright, that's another quest done. Well, did you get a whiff of Cramorant's scent? Yes, I've got it. It's still quite strong, so Cramorant was probably walking around here this morning. So we just need to follow the scent. Okay, Growlithe, follow your nose. If we were actually hunting down Toucanon, I would have made a Fruit Loops joke, but Cramorant is not a toucan. And there he is. Everyone's just sleeping today. Hey Pikachu, over there. Could that be... Ladies and gentlemen, I give you... Cramorant, the Gulping Gourmand. And... Trubbish, in Squalor Paradise. Yes, it's Cramorant. Must be feeling pretty carefree to fall asleep in a place like this. We've been looking for you, Cramorant. What? Oh, hey, it's Growlithe. What you doing here? That's what I'd like to ask you. Hey, what's going on? Sorry to bother you when you just woke up, but do you think you can answer some questions? Who are you? No need to be scared. I'm the great Detective Pikachu, and I'm here to help you. Great? De what's it Pika who? Pikachu's my friend, and he has some questions for you, Cramorant. Still don't know what's going on, but sure. What'd you want to ask me, dude?
Hey,
Are you Turner's partner, Cramorant? Sure am, dude. What about it? We're worried about you because you weren't at home. Really? My bad. Can you tell me about Turner? Turner is my partner. He's a good dude. Me and him go way back. Cameron is always helping out Turner with his duties at home. If Turner calls for me, I head right over, no matter where he is. I even go shopping with him, dude. If he needs something carried, I just swallow it whole. Wait, you swallow it? Is that safe for anyone? It's fine, dude. Just rub my back and I'll hork up whatever's filling my tum. Lickety split. More like lickety spit. But I guess Cramorant are kind of built for that, huh? Why are you here?
hey,
Why were you sleeping out here of all places? Cause I got real sleepy after I ate breakfast. Hey, me too. Whoa, really? So Ducklet and all the others fell asleep. After that, Turner woke me up and I flew right out of the house. Why did he wake you up? Because... what was it again? He said to go to the back alley, I think? You don't even remember that? Yeesh, what a guy. I kind of fell asleep a few times on my way here, too. In the end, I made it. I was so sleepy, but right when I was about to zonk out, I found this choice bed. So I took a nap, dude. He's talking about me, by the way. You thought Trubbish was a bed? Yeah. Dude's like super squishy. This guy's something else. If you wanted to sleep, wouldn't it make more sense to go home first? I'm sure Turner was worried about you. Turner! That's right, I gotta get back to Turner. Any particular reason? Cause he's my partner, dude. Or... wait. Did he say not to go back? Which was it again? Hey, don't look at me. I really think you should go back. Turner must be worried about you. I'd like to hear about what Cramorant was doing at the time that the incident occurred. You said you ate breakfast and got sleepy, right? Yup. You must have eaten a lot. Same as usual, actually. Even now, my tongue is so stuffed, dude. Wasn't breakfast a while ago? Why are you still so full? I'm not sure, dude. My tongue feels the same as when I swallow something big. Something big, huh? Interesting. Well, we heard from Cramorant, but his answers weren't very clear. Let's try talking to Trubbish. Huh? Me?
Trubbit?
Did you need something from me? We're investigating a crime. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions? A crime? I'm sure I don't know anything about that. That's fine. You're not in any trouble. We're just trying to gather all the information we can. Will you help us, please? I guess I could answer a few questions. About you, Trubbish. What are you doing here? Could you tell me a bit about yourself? Sure, there's not much to say. Alright, then have you noticed anything strange recently? Strange? Oh, I've just been gathering trash from around the city, like I do every day. You do that every day? Wow, thank you. It's just my routine. I guess I did collect some unusual trash today. Does that count as strange? What's so unusual about it? It was stuck to a Whimsicott's head. They were in front of a big house when I found it. A Whimsicott getting stuff stuck to his head doesn't sound all that unusual to me. Pikachu, you can't say things like that. Trash is important to Trubbish. Don't call it stuff. What brings you here? How do Pokemon understand about laws and crimes? Well, here in Rhyme City, harmony between people and Pokemon is commonplace. One thing is that you can think of this as the equivalent of a sanctuary city. In that, the use of Pokemon moves and Pokemon battling are strictly prohibited in Rhyme City. So with various altercations and incidents happening here and over the years, it is essentially an unspoken rule among Pokemon not to cause such trouble. So at the very least, they understand the concept of crime. They just may not comprehend all of the various laws and stipulations surrounding the concept of crime. It's quite fascinating. Alright, well, I'm not great around humans. And humans don't usually come here, so it seems like a safe place. Did they do something mean to you? No, I just don't like too much noise. And humans are noisy, don't you think? I guess. Anyway, this place is nice and quiet.
Hey!
Do you still have that trash that was stuck to Whimsicott? Yeah, I was saving it for a snack. Why? Did you want it? I'd like to at least have a look at it. Could you show it to us? Sure, I guess. It's pretty crumpled up, but it looks like a note. Hey, it smells like the rooms in our house. You mean the dentist's mansion? That's interesting. Let me see. Open the window after Barnes leaves. That will be the signal. Once the window is open, I'll send Poniard in with Whimsicott to cut the case. You should then be able to collect the jewel. If you play your part properly, you should be able to frame Barnes for everything. And if you're successful, we'll both be coming into quite a lot of money. Good luck. This is a note from the culprit. What? So the thief had an accomplice, huh? And that must be why there were multiple Pokemon involved. Whatever the case, this is definitely a big clue. This is great, Pikachu. Sorry about this, Trubbish, but do you think we can have this piece of trash, please? I guess, if you want it that badly, sure. Thanks. I'll be sure to make it up to you later.
Okay.
I guess we managed to ask everything we wanted to. Shall we head back home? Yeah, we got a good clue, so let's go meet up with Tim again. Got it. What are you gonna do, Cramorant? Want to come back to the mansion with us? Nah, I'm good. I think I'll head back at my own pace. My tongue feels like way heavy from breakfast. Poor Cramorant looks really uncomfortable. Okay, you just rest here for a while then. Once you feel like you can move again, come on back to the mansion. Okay. Alright, let's head back, Growlithe. Yep. So, Cramorant most certainly sounds really laid back. All things considered. It is I who is most powerful. Don't make me laugh. I'm the most powerful around here. Looks like they're getting ready for a scrap. We should probably keep our distance. Are you issuing me a challenge? Maybe I am. Oh, it's Hariyama and Polyrath. Those two sure love flexing on each other. I don't want to be around if they start duking it out. Let's go a different way. Oh my gosh, stop. You two are so cute. I love how you're riding around together. You must be like best friends. I wish Hariyama and Polyrath got along like you two. Alright, time to head back to the mansion. That is an excellent question. Where is Machamp? To the dentist's residence. We're back, Tim. Thanks, both of you. Are you getting down off of Growlithe now, Pikachu? Can you get down your own? Please, who do you think I am? I can handle this. So how did your investigation with Growlithe go, Pikachu? About that, Tim, we found some incredible evidence. Really? What is it? Well, you see... And that's about it. Wow, good work, Pikachu. I think we're definitely closer to solving this case now. Yep, now hurry up and open your case notebook. Let's think this over together and organize all the info we've got. How can we prove Barnes' innocence? With the note we just found. It was written by someone other than Barnes. The note Trubbish found says, after Barnes leaves, which means the real culprit is someone else.
Okay.
No more circumstantial evidence for us. We can prove Barnes' innocence with the note, can't we? That's exactly what I was thinking. Here's what the note said. Open the window after Barnes leaves. That will be the signal. This is clear proof that Barnes isn't the culprit. And that culprit is still out there. So there's someone out there behind all of this. Not only that, but there were multiple culprits working together. Someone who sent the Pokemon in from the outside, and someone inside the mansion who let them in. You think whoever let the Pokemon inside lives in the mansion? That seems like the natural conclusion. But how did the culprit unlock the door to the jewel storage room? Only Barnes and Mr. Dennis can use the key, right? Usually, yeah, but the culprit found a way. A way to what? Think about it, Tim. When did Growlithe say the key disappeared? When she was sleeping. She said it disappeared while she was sleeping. That's right. And anyone could have taken the key while Growlithe was asleep. I guess you're right. But Growlithe doesn't usually nap. Do you really think she just happened to nap right when they were about to commit the crime? That's just it. Think back on what all the different Pokemon in the mansion told us. Did you notice anything they had in common? Anything strange? All of them went to sleep. All the Pokemon from the mansion said that they fell asleep. That's right, Tim. Glad you noticed that. According to the testimony, all the Pokemon in the mansion fell asleep. What could have caused this? At the same time the jewel was stolen, all the Pokemon in the mansion were asleep. There's no way that was a coincidence. You think someone wanted it to happen? I'd say the odds of that are pretty high. There's got to be some kind of evidence we can use to prove that. Let's search the mansion, Tim. This is the dish that Growlithe's food was in. There's some sort of powder on it. Hey, Tim, that's sleep powder. Wow. You could tell that just by looking, Pikachu? I'm a Pokemon, remember? Not to mention, a great detective. Of course I could tell what kind of powder this is. It's not even something to brag about. Which means there was sleep powder in the food. I'm pretty sure of that.
Okay, let's start deducing.
So, whoever the culprit is drugged every Pokemon in the house by spiking their food with sleep powder.
Okay.
Okay?
The Pokemon in the mansion said they fell asleep after eating breakfast. And in one of the food bowls, we found traces of sleep powder. That leads to only one possible conclusion. Someone deliberately put the Pokemon in the mansion to sleep with sleep powder. It's getting easier to picture just how the crime was committed. But where could the culprit have gotten the sleep powder in the first place? In this city, I can think of a few places. But if we follow the path that was used to bring it inside, we might learn more about the culprit. You'll need Growlithe's help again for that, right? Why don't we take a little of the powder with you just in case? One step ahead of you. Let's go talk to Growlithe, Tim. Hey Growlithe, can you take a whiff of this sleep powder we found on your dish? Thanks. Careful not to sniff up too much though. Okay, we can follow the scent of the sleep powder now, right? Let's get going, Growlithe. Alright, onward. Well, a greenish yellow is the color of sleep powder spores. Looks like we're being led to the terrace again. Oh no, Pikachu, the scent stops here. What do we do now? There must be something around here. Let's look around the entrance, the terrace. The Venonat hunts with sparkling red eyes. It's a Venonat. No mistaking those massive eyes. Apparently, they can even see in the dark. So sparkly. Yes, yes, what is it, yes? Do you mind if we ask you some questions? Okay, so, I'm really busy, but yes, yes. What's got you so busy? Oh, nothing, I'm just eating, that's all. But I have to eat fast. Soon it'll be time for dinner and more eating. Yes, yes. You got plenty of time until then, right? Are you always in such a hurry? Yes, yes, at least that's what everyone tells me, yes. Have you tried maybe chilling out a bit? Can't. This is my natural state. Yes, yes. Okay. Man, that sure is funny. What are you doing here? This spot is great because you can see the whole city and it's lovely and pretty and nice. And on top of that, many teeny tiny bugs gather here at night. Oh yes, it's marvelous. Do you like bugs, Van Nat? Yes, yes, very much so, yes. They're my favorite treat. Your favorite treat? I think we can drop this line of questioning. Is this your sleep powder? Nope, definitely not mine, no siree. How can you tell? I use my sleep powder to catch prey. It doesn't smell this soothing or beautiful. Nope, nope, not one bit. I see. I do believe this is Lilligant's fragrance, oh yes. Yeah, and where will we find Lilligant? I would check one of the nearby hedges, probably. No, definitely, yes. To the greenery. That cotton is still lying there. Ladies and gentlemen, enter Lilligant, the floral fashionista. It's Lilligant. This Pokemon is known for having an aroma that calms the heart and mind. So that's what that night smell was. You think I smell nice? You're sweet. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions? Not at all. Your timing is actually perfect. I was just taking a break from dancing. Ask me whatever you like. Can you tell me more about yourself? Getting personal, are we? Alas, I'm rather unremarkable. Just a Lilligant with a love for dance. You wouldn't have to look hard to find many others like me. What are you doing here? Why, this is my favorite place. Basking in the sunlight here feels ever so good, and dancing here fills my heart with endless joy. You dance here a lot then? Yes, sometimes humans and Pokemon even come to watch. Everyone who watches me dance seems to fall asleep, but at least they're smiling when they do. This sounds like a variation of the Jigglypuff that was in the first few seasons of the Pokemon animated series. A performance that actually knocks you out. Without the drawing on your face after the performance ends. Would you like a demonstration? Oh, nice. I could really use a nap. Wait, Lilligant, please don't dance. Is this your sleep powder? Yes, I recognize that fragrance. Do you remember giving this to anyone? No. You see, my sleep powder just puffs out naturally whenever I dance. Though, thinking on it now, there was a human who came to watch me dance recently. Really? Do you remember what he looked like? I'm afraid not. I was in the zone. That's rough. Hey, it's something. Thanks for your help, Lilligant.
I see.
Now we know how the sleep powder was obtained. Are we done investigating? Yes.
Great.
Yeah, and I'd like to tell Tim what we found out. Let's hurry back, Growlithe. Sure. I see, so you're still not sure who the culprit is. Right, but we did learn something important. And what's that? Think about it, Tim. The sleep powder's scent trail led directly from the mansion to the terrace. Do you really think that's normal? I guess it would make sense that the person who brought the sleep powder already lived in the mansion. Exactly. Which makes it even more likely that it was an inside job. Who could have slipped the Pokemon sleep powder? The culprit mixed sleep powder into the Pokemon's food and let Pawniard into the mansion. Only someone in the mansion could have done this, but who? Someone managed to get some of Lilligant's sleep powder. Then they mixed it into the Pokemon's breakfast. Sure sounds like an inside job to me. Which means the culprit is someone inside the mansion. Let's do some more sleuthing to find out who. My staff member Turner always prepares the food here. It used to be one of Barnes's duties, but the task has fallen to Turner since she joined the staff. He's truly made himself quite useful. Well, that settles it.
Yes?
Did you still want something? Yes, I'm sorry. We really appreciate your help.
Yes?
I don't know anything about Growlith's food. I suggest you ask Turner about that. Did you happen to see Growlith eating her food today? No, I didn't. I'm not in the habit of watching her eat. The Pokemon of the house eat in a separate room from us humans. If they ate in the same room as us, their fur, feathers, or what have you, could get in our food, so they eat in a different room. At my request, of course. A policy like that's not gonna make you very popular with Pokemon, lady. Well, it's definitely not her.
Yes.
Could we please talk to you again, Mr. Turner? Yes, of course, ask me anything.
Yes.
Mr. Dennis is really picky about the ingredients I can use for Growlith's food. He tells me what to put in it, and I make the food to his exact specifications. Sounds like Mr. Dennis really cares about Growlith's health. Yes, he truly cares about Pokemon. A good egg, that one. Dennis seems like quite the guy. What's healthy and what's tasty don't always match up, though.
Yes.
I'd be happy to tell you anything I know.
Yes.
I know exactly what kind of food Growlith prefers. She's particularly fond of sweets. When I was in charge of her meals, I made a point of preparing sweet desserts for her. You're a good guy, Barnes. You could learn a thing or two from this guy, Tim. Give me more sweets. Is Pikachu alright? He seems to be acting strangely. Don't worry, this is normal for him.
Okay, let's start deducing. Okay.
Who could have slipped in the Pokemon sleep powder? He could have mixed sleep powder into her food without Growlithe noticing a change of taste. While that's true, we already have evidence proving that Barnes is innocent, so that's out. Next, we have Sanjeev Dennis. Mr. Dennis chooses every ingredient used in Growlith's meals. He could have laced those ingredients with sleep powder. Honestly, that does not sound like him at all. Mrs. Dennis requests that the Pokemon eat their meals in a separate room from the humans. She could have mixed the sleep powder into their food without being seen. Honestly, I don't see her putting in that much effort to mess around with the Pokemon. I think she does enjoy Clefable's company. Clefable is rather soothing and empathetic towards Claudia's state of mind, especially throughout this whole ordeal. Which leaves us with Larry Turner. Turner is responsible for preparing the Pokemon's meals. He could have put in sleep powder in the food without raising suspicion. It all comes back to Turner.
Okay.
The only person who could have put sleep powder in the Pokemon's meals is Turner. It has to be him. Bingo. He's in charge of preparing Pokemon meals. He could have easily slipped it into their food. However, this fact alone isn't enough to implicate Turner. Turner is the one who used the sleep powder. But that's just conjecture. We don't have any hard evidence. We'll likely need to find some proof, and I'm not sure how. It's kind of an aggressive move, but we could try shaking him up a bit. Let's see if we can make Turner nervous. We might learn something based on how he reacts. Think you're up to it? It's worth a try. Well, he was pretty bug-eyed when we first got introduced to him.
Yes.
Oh, hello, Tim. How's the investigation going? We're actually a bit stuck at the moment. I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do to help? I was actually hoping we could ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind. By all means, ask away. About Poniard. We're thinking a Poniard may have cut the jewel case. Really? I mean, yes. I think you've cracked it. So it was a Poniard that punched you, Mr. Turner? Yes, it most certainly was. It really hurts. In fact, it still hurts. Yeesh, what a terrible liar. Yeah, it would more than hurt if a Poniard punched you.
Excuse me.
You've got a partner Cramorant, right, Mr. Turner? What? How do you know that? It came up while we were gathering statements in the city. I see. I hope you don't think I was acting that I was hiding that fact or anything. I was just afraid he might become a suspect. I did tell the police, of course. Really? It's been a while since I've seen him, actually. Worryingly so. Where could he have gone? Oh, we just saw Cramorant walking back towards the mansion. Why, that little... I told him to stay put. Stay put? Why did you tell him that, Mr. Turner? Oh, I just didn't want him going on his own. I've been so worried that he might have gotten mixed up in a crime somehow. Thank you so much for finding him, Tim. It's such a huge relief. Based on Turner's reaction, it's pretty clear that he's hiding something. I just wish I'd been able to dig a little deeper. Nah, you did a great job. At the very least, we learned one thing. Cramorant is the key to solving this case. All that's left is to ask him ourselves. So, we're going to go see Cramorant? Yep. Just you wait, Turner. We'll catch you yet. We're finally coming up to the conclusion. Look, Pikachu, it's Cramorant. Weren't you gonna go back to Turner? You didn't make it very far, did ya? You've been resting here because you still feel too full to walk? Why is Kramer the only one that feels so unwell? Ralph and the others were fine. Must have really overeaten. Or he swallowed something in his digestive system he can't handle. Hey, wait a second.
A missing jewel, and now Cramorant's full belly.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
I figured it out! A bolt of brilliance! The stolen jewel we seek is right over there!
Alright, two things. One, where did all of those Magikarp come from? Two, you had a hard time getting up on Growlithe's back, yet you could just jump right up to the ledge of the fountain? Oh yeah, I got it all figured out. Where is the stolen jewel? Pikachu seems to have figured out where Turner hid the jewel. Use all the information gathered up to deduce the jewel's whereabouts. So, where do you think the jewel is? Once you piece together all the information we've gathered so far, you'll definitely figure out. We have Growlithe, who fell asleep during the incident. Ducklet, who is out running errands. Whimsicott, who floated in through the open window. And Cramorant, who was told to get out as quickly as possible and not to come back. I'll give you a hint. The jewel was most certainly taken out of the mansion, and a Pokemon was used to do it. Think about the unique characteristics of each Pokemon in the mansion. Which one of them has the ideal features for hiding the jewel? It's near Ducklet's favorite fountain. Ducklet was by her favorite fountain in Serenity Park. Turner had her hide the Aurora drop there. The metallic sounds that Mrs. Dennis heard were the sound of Turner throwing the jewel into the garden. He probably planned to have Growlithe fetch the jewel afterwards. Whimsicott came into the Dennis residence. Turner probably hid the Aurora drop inside Whimsicott's cotton. And the real one, it's inside Cramorant's belly. You were right, Stay. Cramorant can gulp down large things. Turner probably hid the Aurora drop in Cramorant's belly. And the answer?
Okay.
Cramorant said he could gulp down anything, right? So the jewel is most likely hidden in his belly. Yes, you got it. Turner made Cramorant swallow the jewel. And the reason he feels so full is because he's got that jewel in his belly. Turner didn't have time to retrieve the jewel after the theft, did he? Nope. I'm positive the jewel is still in Cramorant's belly. Now we have enough evidence to back Turner into a corner. Now, side note to this whole mess. Had there actually been instructions to make that back alley a rendezvous point instead of just making Cramorant lay low, they might have gotten away with it. But no, now you gotta deal with us meddling kids.
Okay.
We've got all the proof we need. Now we just have to catch the culprit. Let's go tell Holiday to gather everyone involved in the case. Are you ready, Tim? Let's go. Let's reveal the truth together.
This is it. Let's take care of business.
Everyone, thank you for coming.
This sudden conference had better be important.
It is. We've identified the real culprit.
Have you now?
Yes, Mr. Barnes isn't the one who stole the jewel.
Oh. Who did it then?
I'll explain everything from the beginning. Let's start with how the culprit entered the jewel storage room.
There were no signs of forced entry on the door, so the culprit must have used the key. But Growlithe was guarding the key.
No one but my husband or Barnes could have taken the key from Growlithe.
Yes, exactly. So how did they...
I guess it must have been Barnes then.
No, it wasn't. You see, the culprit had a trick up their sleeve for taking the key. The culprit used sleep powder to make Growlithe fall asleep. And after that, they took the key.
Do you have evidence of that?
Of course. Take a close look at Growlithe's food bowl, Inspector. You'll find traces of Lilligant's sleep powder in it.
Of course. So that's how the culprit got into the jewel storage room.
But they couldn't possibly have cut open that sturdy display case in such a short time.
Yeah, good point.
No. They could have if they had Pokémon accomplices.
Pokémon?
The culprit somehow used Whimsicott and Pawniard. And got Pawniard to cut open the case.
What? How is that even possible?
We may understand now how the jewel was stolen. But that doesn't necessarily prove that Barnes is innocent.
Actually, I do have proof that Mr. Barnes is innocent. We discovered this note in a Trubbish's possession.
A note?
The culprit jotted down their whole plan. They wanted to frame Mr. Barnes for the crime.
Then that would mean Barnes is innocent.
So who's the real culprit?
The real culprit is right here with us.
What do you mean?
Just saying, I like how Barnes is still an option for who's the culprit.
The thief who stole the Aurora drop. It's... Mr. Turner, you're the culprit.
Who, me? But I'm a victim of this crime. Pawniard punched me.
It punched you, huh? Pawniard has blades for hands, and I don't see any cuts on you.
If you really think I'm the culprit, then where's the jewel? I don't have it on me, and I haven't set foot outside the mansion.
Where's the jewel? Isn't it obvious? It's with a Pokémon.
What?
Of course you don't have the stolen jewel. You hid it. in Cramorant's belly.
Excuse me? Cramorant may be Turner's partner, but even so...
Where is that Cramorant anyway?
Mr. Turner, you clearly put a lot of thought into your plan. But when we investigated the crime scene, we found a Cramorant feather. And you underestimated Growlith's sense of responsibility. Those two things did you in. Now, please call your Cramorant.
Cramorant.
All right, let me handle this.
There it is! The Aurora Drop!
And the key to the storage room, too.
Neither the gem
I'm afraid
nor
you
the
can't talk
tiles
your way
cracked
out of
on
this,
that.
Mr. Turner.
I was so close to living the easy life. I shouldn't have teamed up with someone I barely knew.
On one hand, I really wonder what the Aurora Drop was made of. On the other hand, I really want to know what these tiles are made of that thing did not crack on impact. Because one thing that it doesn't tell you is the sheer velocity and amount of force that Cramorant regurgitates those things at. It didn't shoot out like a bullet, but still, that force is no joke. And also, yeah, like Tim said, Poniard has blades for hands, so if Poniard punched you, well, you get the idea. Was I wrong this whole time? For us here, the Aurora Drop is a symbol of hope. I thought it could bring hope to even more people. That's why I decided to donate it. I never thought it would lead to an incident like this. Maybe I should forget about donating and just keep it quietly locked up in this house. Goodness gracious, you of all people. Do you really think so little of the Aurora Drop? What are you saying, Claudia? Didn't you tell me yourself that you hoped whoever looked at the Aurora Drop would not only see its beauty, but also feel cheered up and encouraged by it? Are you really going to give up on that hope just because of a stroke of bad luck? Wouldn't that be a terrible waste? Don't you agree, Barnes? Indeed, madam. It is just as you say. Mr. Dennis, your plan to donate the jewel to the people of Rhyme City was most certainly not a mistake. Please believe in yourself and do what you think is best. Claudia, Barnes, forgive me. I think I let myself get too shaken by what happened today. I believe in the beauty of the Aurora Drop and the people of Rhyme City. As you should. But Claudia, weren't you against the donation? Don't misunderstand me. I just don't want to deal with you moping around like this for the rest of our lives, that's all. I see. Thank you, Claudia. This incident has forced me to reconsider, shall we say, some of my views. Clefable, Ducklet, Growlith, let's all eat together from now on. It looks like Mr. Dennis and the others are all getting along better now. Yeah, that about wraps this up.
Ironic, huh? Cramorant swallowed the jewel, and now you've got to swallow the bitter consequences.
Well, let's go.
Yeah.
Cramorant, are you alright?
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and grab it.
Right.
How could this be happening?
Sanjeev.
Turner!
Hold on. I swear I had nothing to do with that.
Why don't we discuss this down at the station?
Okay, now the bird really did betray Turner.
Growlithe, you did a great job.
Hey, Pikachu. Look.
Oh, are you leaving already? See you around. Say, Tim, did you notice Cramorant's back?
Yeah, there was something glowing on it.
I've never seen anything like it. I wonder, maybe Turner didn't know what was going on. Something tells me this is just the beginning.
I'm home.
Tim's back!
Well, you sure are home late.
Good evening.
Oh, and who is this?
My classmate, Rachel.
It's nice to meet you. Is she your girlfriend?
Huh?
If only.
Actually, Rachel's here because... Hello, sorry to barge in so suddenly. I was hoping to get some advice from the great detective here. I didn't realize his family was visiting, though. Welcome, Rachel. We didn't mean to startle you. Sophia and I just arrived in Rhyme City yesterday. We came to see my brother's award ceremony. Oh, really? And this is probably the first time you've all seen each other in a while. I really hope I'm not getting in the way. Please don't worry about it. We'll be in town for a while yet. Make yourself at home. I'll make some tea. Thank you, really. See, Tim? I told you Irene and Sophia would understand. Yeah, you're right. I'm glad.
Yes.
Must be not nice spending time with your mother and sister. It is, yeah, but hey, didn't you want to discuss something? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I must feel awkward to talk about it around so many people. No, it's not that. Chatting with you and your family has actually helped a lot. Trust me, it can wait. Really? Well, if you're sure.
Yep.
So, Rachel's not your girlfriend? Nope, just a classmate. She came by to talk to me about something. Something like how she's your girlfriend? Sophia, she's not my girlfriend. Atta girl, Sophia. Tim needs a gentle shove to get things moving. Don't you start to, Pikachu.
Right.
You really don't need to worry about it, Tim. Huh? Worry about what? Bringing Rachel home, of course. Mom, I think you might have a misunderstanding about something. I'll make enough food for 8 people or so. So she can eat as much as she likes. Oh, you're talking about dinner. Wait, 8 people? Isn't that a bit much?
Right.
Okay.
Dinner's ready, everyone.
Well, I should probably get going.
Come now, why don't you stay and eat with us?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Well, you heard them. What do you say?
I mean, who could turn down an invitation like that?
Yay!
Eat up, everyone. I really outdid myself this time.
Wow! Looks amazing!
Thank you, Mom!
Mom made her special mac and cheese for us.
So this is the dish that Harry kept raving about, huh? Whoa! This is incredible!
Good, huh?
Mac and cheese so good it puts you into a night terror coma. Nice.
Irene, we need to talk.
What is it?
I want a divorce.
What? Are you joking?
Take care of Tim and Sophia for me.
Where is this coming from?
I'm sorry.
Harry, there must be some reason.
I'm sorry, Irene.
Harry.
Are you okay, Pikachu? You had me worried suddenly fainting like that.
I fainted?
Yes.
Thank goodness, it looks like Pikachu's recovered. Yeah, I think he's okay now. So Rachel, do you feel okay talking to me about that problem you had? No, that's okay. Are you sure? You don't have to keep it bottled up. Had so much fun with you all that it's not bothering me anymore. We'll discuss it next time, okay? Sure. In that case, mind if I ask you something instead? By all means. I'd be honored to help a great detective. Do you happen to know anyone who knows a lot about jewels? Apparently, the jewel was stolen. The jewel that was stolen in today's case was really special. I could use some more information to help me track it down. Well, one of my professors is a specialist in mineral archaeology. I could introduce you to him if you like. Really? Could you, please? That would be a huge help. Sure. I'll sort it out when I get home tonight. How should I contact you? Why don't we meet at the High Hat Cafe tomorrow morning? Sounds good. See you then.
Hey, feeling better?
Yeah, I guess.
Pikachu.
What's that?
You too!
There is something the two of you must know. When I was in my cave a few days ago, I was attacked by several Pokémon.
Yeah, we saw on the news.
No matter how many times I overpowered them, they didn't seem to feel a thing.
Maybe R again?
No. These Pokémon had no will of their own, as if something was controlling them. As for Harry...
Harry?
Like the the one we saw in Cramorant. You think the two are related somehow?
I'd say, almost certainly. Finding the Aurora Drop may be the key to solving this mystery.
Yeah, let's follow up on that. The Cramorant that stole the Aurora Drop, the swarm of Beedrill that attacked Mewtwo, they both had glowing devices stuck to them. After hearing Mewtwo say my dad's name, I think if I investigate the Aurora Drop, that I might get closer to finding him.
Hey!
Okay, today we're going to find more about the Aurora Drop. Yeah, Rachel says she'd introduce me to a professor from Rhyme University. He's still got a little time before we're supposed to meet her at the Hi Hat Cafe, though. Your family doesn't visit that often. Why don't you chat with them a bit before you head out? Oh, I see the newspaper arrived. You subscribe to a newspaper, Tim? Yeah, it's Rhyme City's daily paper. You never used to read the paper when you lived at home. What changed? Well, I'm a college student now. I thought I should read the newspaper, at least. Well, aren't you mature? What are you doing, Tim? Trying to look cool or something? I'm the one who suggested that you start getting the newspaper, you know. As a detective, it's important to be gathering information at all times. I'm sure there's going to be a lot going on every day in a city as big as this one. Checking the newspaper regularly is a good idea. Your mom knows what she's talking about, Tim. Tim and Pikachu's activities will be reported in the newspaper the day after a case is solved. Try reading the newspaper on the table. Looks like they still haven't found the Aurora Drop. And how did they get this picture? Who was... Inspector Holiday and his team have been searching for the Jewel and Cramorant. But there's been no progress on either front. Speaking of Cramorant, he was acting really weird then, wasn't he? According to the article, even Turner didn't know why he acted like that. So, Turner didn't order Cramorant to swallow the jewel and escape. Something's really fishy about this whole thing. Yeah, because Cramorant kept saying that that jewel was way too heavy in his tummy to barely walk. So it's hard to believe that it would just swallow it again willingly and fly off like it was nothing. The article is about a woman who got injured inside her house and couldn't move. It says her lily pup went outside and howled to alert the neighbors. Oh, that's a very sweet story. Hey, wait, look at the photo. Isn't that the woman we met yesterday? The one with whose lily pup ran off? Let's see. You're right. We met her in the front of the dentist residence. Her Lillipup was a pretty shy little guy who preferred quiet places. Apparently, he kept barking and howling until the neighbors finally noticed. I guess he gathered up all of his courage to help his beloved partner. Could Ribombi hold the secret to developing new medicines? Apparently, a new medicine has been developed using Ribombi's pollen puffs. Makes sense. Ribombi can make a lot of different kinds of pollen puffs. I hear their pollen puffs have different effects based on the flowers and nectars. Based on the flowers the nectar and pollen came from. I bet how they mix ingredients could be applied to human medicine too. I wonder what kind of pollen puffs that Ribombi was making yesterday. It might come up with something really surprising. But first, those little cutie fly need to learn how to gather nectar properly. It's actually quite fascinating seeing how different Pokemon could actually contribute to society like this. The daily crossword. Surprisingly challenging. I look forward to it every day. The crosswords are written by readers. Wow, I'm impressed by the people who make these things. Pokemon who catches prey with its long tongue. Lickitung. Pokemon that looks cute, that uses its cute looks to put you off your guard and steal from Purloin. This Pokemon always moves well in a well-coordinated. The quiz professor made this, didn't she? Phalanx. Hey, Pikachu? I feel like we've heard these hints before. Yeah, you're right. This puzzle must have been created by a certain quiz professor. So I just solved the same quest twice, essentially. This is an actual apple, right? Not an applin? It's just a normal apple, but it sure is hard to tell them apart.
Oh!
This is GNN News. Mayor Myers released a statement today expressing hope that the City Council would pass the Pokemon Friendship Bill. The mayor is planning to deliver a speech today to rally support for the bill from the citizens of Rhyme City. Now, in other news, local detective Tim Goodman, along with his partner Pikachu, received medals from Mayor Myers in recognition of their service. These great detectives have solved many cases throughout Rhyme City. Together, these two are a shining example of Rhyme City's ideals, and we wish them well in their future endeavors.
Check it out! We're famous!
This is kind of embarrassing.
Yep. Hey, Tim.
Hmm?
That Pikachu, he seems kinda odd, don't you think?
What do you mean?
He is, isn't he? I've never seen a Pikachu that drinks coffee before.
Not bad. You have a good eye for detail.
Yep.
Pikachu's so funny. Funny, not cute. The way Sophia reacts to stuff is a bit different from everyone else.
Yep.
Time to buy more coffee beans. Usual dark roast, right? You were supposed to meet Rachel in front of the Hi Hat Cafe, right? Yeah, she should be here by now. I wonder what's keeping her.
Why don't you understand, Papa? Pokemon don't need to be managed. The people who use them to commit crimes are the real problem.
Rachel, no matter how many times we have this same conversation, I'm not going to change my mind.
You never listen! Tim.
Is everything okay? Let's just go inside.
Excuse me.
What were you and your dad talking about? The Pokemon Friendship Bill. They mentioned that on the news. Said it was a bill to help Pokemon or something. I happened to read the actual text of the bill in Papa's study the other day. The one phrase that kept popping up throughout the whole thing was, to monitor and manage Pokemon. It's pretty much a friendship bill in name only. Can't believe he's trying to deprive Pokemon of their freedom. Papa's seriously changed. So you're against your father's bill? Pokemon should be able to live freely. They don't need to be managed. Even during the R incident, Pokemon were the victims. It was cruel people who were responsible. Sorry, this isn't what we're here to discuss. This is what you wanted to talk about yesterday, isn't it? I just wanted someone to listen to me. I'm glad I could talk to you about it, Tim. I'm always happy to lend an ear, but are you sure you don't need any other help? Yes, I'm fine now, really. Let's get to the real topic of the day, the jewel. That's right. Yesterday you said you could introduce me to a professor from Rhyme University. Yes, Professor Gordon. He's a leading figure in the field of mineral archaeology. He researches the connection between minerals and ancient civilizations. I figured he could probably tell us something about that jewel. Right now, though, he's conducting research at the southern ruins. We'll have to travel quite a ways to see him. Yeah, those ruins are pretty far from here. Yeah, ignore the bond suite on the rafters. Fieldwork is a huge part of mineral archaeology. Once the professor sets out, he usually doesn't come back for several months. Sounds like we better go meet him there then. Yeah, who knows how long we'll be waiting if we just stay here. Okay. We better get going if we want to get there before sundown. Huh? You're coming too, Rachel? I mean, it's not like you actually know Professor Gordon. I'm the one taking his class. Besides, it'll be fun to help a great detective out with a case. Hey, this isn't all fun and games, you know. The fabled Aurora. Welcome to the southern ruins where... It's snowing?
Huh? Why is it snowing?
That's what I want to know.
Just what's going on here? Oh, it's freezing cold.
And it's just here in this specific area.
So, it's only snowing around the ruins. No way that's normal. Even the Passimian are freezing. For now, let's find the professor. He may be able to tell us something about this. Good plan. The ruins are just up the hill. We should be able to find him there. Chargebug contracts bzz, and expands. What a strangely shaped Pokemon. Yeah, you don't see these in Rhyme City. Rowlet, round eyes that look round and round. Sure is a cute Pokemon. And then we got Zigzagoon, who is shivering like crazy. Levani, the Leaf Tailor. Getting a whole new cast now. It's a Levani. It looks kind of anxious. Do you think there's something wrong? Hey Levani, did something bad happen? I see, it's worried because some Swadloon still haven't come home. Levani's gone looking for them a lot already and can't find them anywhere. With how cold it is here, I can see why Levani's worried. If we find the Swadloon, let's tell him to come home. Good idea. Apparently there are 2 Swadloon missing. 2 of them. Got it. Okay, Levani, leave those Swadloon to us. Nah, don't worry about it. We can look for them while we're conducting our investigations. It wants us to deliver these clothes to the Swadloon when we find them because they're probably shivering in this cold. These are clothes for Swadloon? Yeah. Levani can use their sticky silk to weave clothes out of leaves. Okay, got it, Levani. We'll search for those Swadloon and deliver these clothes to them too. You just sit tight, and stop worrying. Yes, leave. Leaf jokes. Exercise extreme caution around Ursaring. Oh, it's Ursaring. You don't see those back in Rhyme City very often. You sure don't look happy, Ursaring. Something wrong? You came all the way from a faraway bamboo forest with your Ursaring friend to look for food. But now your friend has been missing for days? I can see why it's worried. Let's help Ursaring search for its friend. Yeah, we may be in the middle of an investigation, but I'm worried about that other Ursaring. Do you have any information that might help our search? The last time you saw your friend, he was heading towards the ruins? Sounds like the other Ursaring may be inside then. Okay, we'll let you know if we find your friend. Nothing to see here, just a crater. Monferno, fiery tail, burning spirit. That's a Monferno. Probably lives around here. Doesn't look too happy. It doesn't like how cold it's gotten so suddenly. Do you mind if we ask you some questions? About you, Monferno. Hey. You can create fire, Monferno. I think that would help you deal with the cold. Oh, it's so cold that it's hard to heat up your flame? It says that it might leave this area if this cold continues much longer. I guess it prefers warm places. I hope the weather gets better soon.
Hey.
Snowfall's pretty rare here, isn't it? This is your first time you've seen snow here when it's not winter. When did the snow start? A few days ago, it says, right when some humans arrived. Clouds suddenly started to gather above the ruins, and then it started to snow. It's really strange that the snow only started falling around the ruins. Maybe we'll learn more if we pay them a visit. Ah, the Archberries.
Lota, Lota.
These guys sound chill. Low, 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 low. Those are Lotad. They're singing so cheerfully. Sorry to bother you when you're having so much fun, but do you mind if we ask you some questions?
Hey.
You three seem really happy. I take it you're not bothered by the cold? said a little cold snap like this, it's no problem when they can sing. They want to hurry up and evolve because it's their dream to dance together. We should ask the Ludicolo at the Hi-Hat Cafe to join them then. Lotad evolves into Lombre and then evolves into Ludicolo.
Hey!
Have you three always lived here? So you love it here because it's warm and has plenty of food. It's a shame the weather's like this now. Apparently they're just fine, but they're worried about the other Pokemon around here. I hope the snow stops soon. Alright, let's just get the quiz over with. What winged Pokemon has a round body and adorable eyes? Rowlet. Excellent. Rowlet are nocturnal. During the day, they stay still and photosynthesize. When they hunt, they silently sneak up on their prey and attack it with fierce kicks. Glad we didn't meet it at night then. We might have learned about those sneak attacks the hard way. On to question number 2. What Pokemon has a blocky body, impressive jaws, and will shock you if you touch it? Are you seriously sending me back to that same spot? I don't mind fetch quests, okay? I have played Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door and its massive backtracking for years now. But one thing I don't like is being sent to a place to pick something up, then traveling back to the first location, and then it being part of a bigger chain quest where it literally tells me to go back to the place I just came back from. Why? Charger bug eat fallen leaves and convert them into electricity. And they can store that electricity just like a battery. Seems like they'd be pretty useful to have in the great outdoors. If only a certain Pikachu had that talent. Hey Tim, you know I can hear you, right? And now for question number 3. Here is the last one. What Pokemon is soft and fluffy all over? Okay, we haven't come across this one yet, so I'm sure it's not going to take me back to the same spot. That last question is really vague. Just find the fluffiest Pokemon around the ruins. Soft and fluffy, huh? I wonder if anyone could beat this fine fur coat of mine. Wow. What a hike. Hey Tim, there's a lot of Pokemon here that I've never seen in the city. Yeah, same here. But that Ursaring we just saw outside isn't native to this area. Maybe it came here looking for food. Say, where is Gordon anyway? Huh, looks like someone's here. Oh, that's...
Oh, what are you doing here?
Introducing Chris Honor, Professor Gordon's assistant, and Munchlax, the curry enthusiast.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you during your work, Chris. My name is Rachel, and this is Tim. I'm a student at Professor Gordon's, and Tim here also attends Rhyme University. Oh, you're students. What brought you all the way out here? There's something we want to ask you. We want to ask Professor Gordon about. We're hoping to talk to him. The professor? Oh dear. He entered the ruins 2 days ago and, well, as you can see, he hasn't come back yet. Huh? Whoa, what are you saying? Oh, the professor's always like this. He's absolutely obsessed with his research in the ruins. I'm pretty sure he's deep inside them right now with his partner Slowpoke. As much as I wish I could check on him, there's some kind of trick to opening the door to the ruins. You have to trip some sort of mechanism to open it, but I can't figure it out. He usually makes it back without issue. I'm sure it's fine. Hey, in case you haven't noticed, it's freezing. Can you really afford to be so carefree about this? I guess we have to figure out how to use the mechanism if we want to meet Gordon. Okay, Chris. We'll go look for Professor Gordon and Slowpoke. You? I'm not sure that's the best idea. Don't worry. Tim and Pikachu are detectives, famous all over Rhyme City. Oh, you're that Tim, the great detective? In that case, I'm a lot less worried. Okay, I'll leave the search for the professor and Slowpoke to you. Don't push yourselves too hard. Right. First, we'll investigate the entrance to the ruins. I won't be much help if I'm looking at the same things you are. I'll go look around the perimeter of the ruins. Thanks. Okay, let's start investigating that entrance.
Great detective tip number 2. If you want to catch a culprit, start with their Pokémon. You can learn a lot from their partner Pokémon.
Ah, there's a Swadloon. Swadloon. Find safety in swaddling. Looks like it didn't go home because it's too cold to move. Let's give it the clothes we got from Leavanny. I really do wish... Well, it looks like there isn't. I thought there would be some kind of cosmetic difference giving the clothes Leavanny made to Swadloon. I guess it's practical over being flashy. Looks a lot happier now. Now you can get back to Leavanny, right? Seems really worried about you. You should hurry home, okay? Yeah, I can't really tell if it's happy or not. Ah. This looks fluffy. Enter Eldegoss. Has thick cotton fluff. It's really fluffy. That's an impressive amount of fluff. Eldegoss has got to be the answer to the quiz professor's question. Alright then, let's go back and tell her the answer.
Let me see. Whoa!
Enter Passimian, the premier pitcher. Oh, a Passimian was in this tree? He woke you up from your nap? Sorry about that. It's been noisy around here lately because of all the strange visitors. Is he talking about the professor and Chris? Maybe. Let's ask for more details.
Hey.
Do you live here, Passimian? Apparently, Passimian and his troop have lived here a long time. It says they have never have to worry about food because there are so many berries growing around here. So, this is a pretty easy place to live, I guess. It says it's been seeing humans around there recently. Recently? There were no humans here before? Humans used to live here a long time ago, but now they're a rare sight. And it only knew that humans used to live here because that's what its grandfather told it. If humans once lived here, it must have been a really long time ago. Alright. Let the investigation begin.
Investigating ancient ruins feels like a real adventure, doesn't it? Huh?
Okay.
Well, we looked all around the door, but we still don't know how to open it. Looks like Chris was right. It won't open unless we activate some sort of mechanism. What's the mechanism to get the door open? Even after investigating the area, we still can't figure it out. Makes sense. We're not archaeology experts after all. I think we should use our own methods to solve this. Our detective skills. You know, conducting investigations, interviewing witnesses, all that jazz. Chris might know more about the ruins. Maybe he saw some... And maybe someone saw Gordon open that door. But who? Oh, you mean the Pokemon who lived here? Exactly. Let's go interview witnesses and see what clues we can round up.
Hey.
Did you see a human around here with a slowpoke? You saw a human doing something in front of the ruins while you were up in that tree. What was he doing, the human? He was trying to lift Slowpoke up in front of the door. But Slowpoke was too heavy to lift, so the human started climbing up a tree instead. Assuming was also says it was laughing its head off watching them. The professor climbed up a tree? What in the world was he up to? Now I'm really curious about what Simeon told us. You mean about Gordon climbing up a tree before he entered the ruins? Must have had a reason. Simeon also said the professor tried to lift up Slowpoke, right? And remember, the relief on the door also protected someone holding up a Pokemon. Do you think there's something on top of the door? Sure sounds possible. Let's look up there.
All right then. Just a little climb, no problem. Oh, finally made it.
Anything up there?
Let me catch my breath first. That's no way to treat a Pokemon. This tile has the same design as the one down there.
What'd you see on top of the door? There was a tile with the same design as the one on the ground by the door. Same design? Let's think back over what we know. Gordon climbed the tree before entering the ruins. Yeah, it must have been to open the door. Right, so there's gotta be some sort of key or switch to open it. Have we seen anything that fits that description? Let's see, something like a here switch. The tile with a unique design. I could see that being a switch to open the door. Right, I think that's pretty likely. Okay, I'll try stepping on it. I felt like it sank down a bit when I pressed on it. It's definitely a switch, but then the door still didn't budge. There must be some other way to open it. Try to deduce how, Tim. The two tiles may be switches that control the door. If both tiles are pressed, the door may open.
Oh.
Okay, let's press both switches at once. You can press the one down here, Tim, and I'll get the one up top. I know I volunteered, but tree climbing is actually pretty tough.
Gotta climb up again.
Okay, Pikachu, you press that one.
Yep, leave it to me.
Yes!
A Zubat flying around for ambiance. Nice. Okay, so we are now at the 2-hour mark, so I'm going to speed through a bit more of the dialogue because a lot of this game is a lot of talking. A lot more than the usual streams, so we're going to try to speed it up. What the heck did I walk into?
Wait, what?
Slowpoke. Concentrated deliciousness in the tip of its tail.
Snowball.
Don't worry, we'll pull you free.
3, 2.
Almost there.
No.
Little help here?
Oh.
Not funny, Rachel.
Come on, quit playing around. Wait, huh? Uh-oh. Isn't this Slowpoke's tail? Hey, are you okay?
Slow.
I see. Your tail really grows back fast.
Slowpoke, slowpoke,
I can keep this? Don't mind if I do.
slowpoke. Slowpoke.
So yes, another fun fact about Slowpoke. Slowpoke tails are actually quite a delicacy, and one of the key story points of one of the older Pokemon games, Gold, Silver, and Crystal, is when Team Rocket tries to sell Slowpoke tails illegally for profit. However, this instance right here gives us a prime example of just how fast Slowpoke tails regrow, which gives us a better idea why they thought that was a successful business model to begin with. Fascinating, but also it gives you an idea of just how much of Slowpoke's energy that Slowpoke gains from rest and eating, and how much of it goes towards regenerating its tail if it comes off. Might also explain its level of sluggishness. Again, quite fascinating.
Hey!
So, Gordon chooses to bring Slowpoke along rather than bringing a canteen. That's a choice.
Hey!
That conversation just sounded like a bunch of Pika Pikas and Slows to me. Still, they talked for a pretty long time. What were we talking about? Could you understand them, Tim? What? No, of course. I can't understand them. Alright then. I'm gonna stay here a while and look after Slowpoke.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Okay, where did Professor Gordon go? Went to the restroom? Left the ruins? Nope, the ruin doors were closed. There are no restrooms in these ruins. He went along a path beyond the wall.
Oh!
And now, we immediately solve how to get past the wall. Have the statues hold berries. Maybe we can activate the mechanism by having the statues hold the same berries that the Passimian in the murals are holding.
Oh!
Alright, so we gotta find a sweet yellow berry and a sour blueberry.
Oh!
And a Pokemon that can melt the ice. Just don't make yourself sick. Cleffa, the innocent little star tot. Yep. Sweet yellow berries, the Shuka berry. Nana berries are sweet, but not yellow or blue. Or not yellow. Pinette berries? Pinette berries aren't pure sweet. Ah. The Yache berries. I remember making a lot of poffins with Yache berries, so I know these things are sour.
Hey! Tim! Over here! Hey, Lotad. How does it feel to live your life floating on the water?
Lota. Lota, Lota. Lota.
Wow. What a way to live. Hey! Hey!
So we're going to use Monferno to melt the ice on the mural.
Oh! All right.
Please, we need your power. Just give it your best shot. Great! We're counting on you.
I'm not sure that's how fire works.
Excuse me.
Oh. Tim! Hey, Munchlax. Is it true that you eat your own weight in food every day?
Munch.
It must be hard on Chris. Oh.
Whoa!
Oh.
Relief of Aegislash!
Just as I thought. The path continues on past these statues.
I gotta say, it's pretty incredible that using curry actually worked.
Alright, before we continue onward deep into these ruins, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. So, you know the drill. Get up, stretch, get something to eat, drink, do what you gotta do, and I will see you in 5 minutes. And we are back. Right after Pikachu sneezes.
It's that Slowpoke again.
He must have followed us here because he's worried about the professor.
Makes sense. You are partners, after all. Feel free to tag along, at your own pace. Slowpoke.
Look, these are the professor's footprints. Did he fall in?
Doesn't seem like it. Look what's on the other side.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, do your thing.
Slowpoke. Slowpoke.
That's a lot of water. Where did it all come from?
Oh,
I'm sorry, did that slowpoke just ditch us? Yep. Wait. Is it about... We have to suggest using Lotad as a bridge. Have Lotad act as stepping stones. Lotad can stay afloat, even when with a Pokemon on its head. If we can get a line of them in the water, we might be able to reach the other side.
Oh!
All right, jump in.
Oh! Okay, I'm gonna cross now.
Lotad. Lotad, Lotad, Lotad.
All right.
Okay.
Slowpoke.
Hey,
Introducing Minior, the Fallen Star.
That's a Darmanitan. It looks really worked up.
we better be careful so it doesn't see us. Darmanitan! Oh.
Advance while hiding from Darmanitan. If Darmanitan finds you, you'll have to start over. If Darmanitan only sees Pikachu, but not Tim, you'll still have to start over. Be careful. Pikachu runs slower than Tim. Well, that didn't work.
Makes mistakes, right?
Tim, the important thing is to learn from those mistakes.
We finally made it past.
Yeah, that was terrifying. Anyway, let's keep going.
Excuse me.
Well, I'll see you later.
Just be careful, all right? Really? I should have seen this coming.
Don't just stand there. Help me out of here. Wait, just so we're clear, I do not want you to kick me.
You want me to kick you? Okay! Pikachu, the rest is up to you.
Good grief. What?
I can't believe I ended up getting trapped in a place like this.
Hey. I've gotta at least tell him that we're here to rescue him. Hey! Hey! Don't worry. We're here to help.
A Pikachu? Where'd you come from? Are you dancing? Right.
This'll be just perfect.
Sure.
Hey, Darmanitan! Over here! Got something for you. Better hurry before I eat it all up. Here, it's yours, eat up.
Pikachu! Looks like it worked at least.
Yeah, all's well that ends well. Hey. Hey. Ready, Darmanitan? I'm counting on you.
Time to transform.
Now we're talking. Okay, let's go.
Now that was a transformation sequence. Press the R button to destroy Brittle Brock's and... not brittle rocks, brittle rocks and ice with Darmanitan's punches. First, go to the room where the professor is trapped and destroy the rubble there. Huh, guess you can't break this ice. And it looks like I can only break one thing at a time. And the range of the strike isn't very large.
Oh, Slowpoke, there you are! Slowpoke, 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 Slowpoke.
Huh?
Right. Right.
Excuse me.
Right.
Professor, can you tell us anything about what's in this photo?
Incredible! That's no ordinary jewel. It's a fabled crystal that some believe is actually a Pokemon.
A Pokemon?
Well, at least I don't have to walk over Lotad with Darmanitan. Not sure how I'd feel about that.
Llega.
Hey.
Introducing Soul Rock, Pines for the Sun.
Derma!
Honey, honey.
Hey! Hey!
Hello and welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm just finding a bunch of ice Pokemon locked up in these ruins. Because they kind of went overboard, turning it into Winter Wonderland.
My man!
Hey!
Yeah, I'll admit that I have used the regular Mr. Mime more times in my life than I ever considered using the Galarian Mr. Mime. If only just to have Mr. Rhyme in my Pokedex. Alright, that's all of the quests done. Oh, the design? Is it the constant tapping? The fact that he's designed with tap shoes? The Minior thank me for just punching their shells off.
Whoa! Why is everything shaking?
Oh boy.
The door closed. We've got to tell Tim and the others. Right away.
No.
Okay. Hey.
All right.
Hey.
All right.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Oh.
puzzles and the murals. Also, a maze with a dead end.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
Of course! It all makes sense now! A bolt of brilliance! There's a mechanism on the other side of this wall! Oh!
Huh?
Give it what for, Darmanitan! Manitan!
Whoa.
Amazing!
Magnificent.
What a sight. Huh?
Wait! I promise, we're not gonna hurt you! That's shaking just now.
Oh!
Hey! Hey!
Oh!
Right. All right, Tim. Do you think you can use your detective skills to help us get out of here?
Sure.
With you two working together, I'm sure we'll find a way out.
Based on what we've experienced so far, we should be able to get out if we can get this door open. I wonder if there are any clues in this room.
Wasn't there a mural depicting a Clefairy statue and some footprints? That mural may be the key to solving the mystery of this room.
I think you're right. The tiles here match the squares in that mural, too. If that's the case, the mural in the room I was in must be related, too. However, looking around, I'm not seeing a statue of a human in here.
Do you remember where the human statue was located in the mural itself?
Of course I remember. I was staring at that thing for 2 days straight. The human statue was in the second row from the top, on the leftmost side of the mural.
And if we assume these tiles are laid out the same as those in the mural...
There! That chunk of ice!
All right, looks like you're up, Dharma. Mana?
So it was hiding here the whole time. Okay.
That
so
punch wrecked that statue's
got the two
knee.
Statues, but what are we supposed to do now? I'm sure the murals must have a clue as to how the mechanism works.
There are footprints depicted in the murals. They must indicate the paths to move the stone statues.
So that's what they represent.
Let's give it a try.
Hey, Tim, come give me a hand.
Yeah.
What's going on? Nothing's happening.
Huh. I was sure that would work.
Now that I see the two statues next to each other, the way they're posed looks somehow meaningful.
Isn't coexistence between humans and Pokemon a recurring theme in these ruins?
Yeah. The decor and artifacts here all attest to that.
You see it too, don't you, Tim?
A pose that symbolizes coexistence between humans and Pokemon. Something that represents both sides cooperating, working hand in hand.
That's it! We need the statues to hold hands. But the left statue's hand is missing. What can we do about that?
Could we use a Pokemon move?
Good idea, Rachel. And we've got the perfect allies right here with us.
Dharma? That includes me, right?
So then, who should we ask for help?
That's it. Let's ask Ice-Cube to help.
Ice-Cube?
I see. I hadn't thought of that. Huh.
You've got this, Ice Cube!
Yes!
Thank you, Tim. Hey, maybe you should come to my class as a guest lecturer.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yes. Yes.
Hold on. I heard someone talking
But,
behind
sir,
us.
I mean... Yes. I'm sorry, sir.
You let those ice Pokemon escape? You're getting sloppy!
Well, we did retrieve the meteorites.
Then get back here! Now!
I swear, could that guy be any bossier?
Now what?
Oh, Detective Pikachu. Bringing you in to earn me some respect. Listen up, pal. Hand over that Pikachu and I'll let you walk out of here.
What did you say? Are you really sure threatening us is a good idea?
After him now!
Pikachu!
Time to transform once again.
All right! Now the slide!
And now you're screwed. Never get on Darmanitan's bad side.
Phew. We are finally out of there.
Professor, you're okay.
Chris, sorry to worry you.
I just want to say, when game developers add voice acting to their games, I understand that going through the whole localization process, you can't make lip syncing for every single language. Otherwise, it's just going to bloat the game beyond all hope of putting it on a game card. But you could at least add some general facial expressions for context to some of the characters in these scenes, like Gordon. There were moments where he was laughing, completely stone-faced. I mean, a smile on the guy would go a long way. And yes, I see that he has expressions in the actual profile picture next to his dialogue, but not on his model itself.
Hey.
Looks like everything's been resolved.
Yes.
Huh. That makes things easy for me.
What's that? Huh?
Look. Huh? Hey, up there!
Mewtwo?
Huh? What's that behind it?
There's something wrong.
Oh no!
Oh no! They're coming this way!
Everyone, take cover now!
No way! Harry!
Dad! Hey you! What do you think you're doing with my dad?
Beetle, don't let them interfere. Attack! Here!
Mewtwo!
Wait! Come back! Dad.
They're gone. What just happened? Why did you have Harry?
Terrible. Pokemon battling in the city?
It's just like Mayor Myers told us.
Pokemon have to be managed.
This is not good. You need to get out of here.
So it would seem. Do not worry about that human.
Tim, does Pikachu actually know Mewtwo?
You could say that.
That's incredible.
I guess. But where'd those guys take my dad? How can I get my father back? There must be something I can do. With all the unrest gripping the city, the police have got to know something. Of course. I'll just talk to Inspector Holliday. He's bound to know something useful. Mm-hmm.
Alright, that is all for today. Didn't expect that bombshell. Harry is still alive, but in a capsule, crystal pod, whatever you want to call it. But he just got hauled away by Beedrill, that's for sure. So, thank you so much to everyone who came to watch the stream today, and those who come to watch the playback later. And I hope to see you next time for the continuation of Detective Pikachu Returns. And if you just so happen to be watching the playback of this stream today, and then be sure to vote in the Minecraft mob vote in the next 4 or so hours. It'll end. Vote Crab, and vote Crab. That's the only answer on the Sunset Archon channel. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.